And Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the brothers that's out there that's pushing the truth and sincerity and love of the gospel. Alright. I'm just gonna come and make it a quick hit right quick. You can see I'm at work right now. I had a little downtime. Just got done eating my lunch. I'm gonna basically I was just watching a couple videos about the elders basically pushing, saying this is a year in the push, man, and we're in month 7, of this year, and we need to continue. We basically need to continue to push this, man. All right, and if Yahweh forbid we're here another year, next year we need to probably push it even harder. All right. Well, we got a couple scriptures I'm only go into. I ain't got that much time. This is Romans chapter 13, verse, I'm going to start from 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep." All right, what's that sleep? It's really talking about, mentally sleep. All right, it's not really talking about physically sleep. It's talking about mentally sleep. All right? I'm sorry, not mentally. Spiritually sleep, man. It's talking about spiritual sleep because Jake is out here, spiritual sleep, don't know who they are. And just because you know that you're probably an Israelite, that's one step, but that's not the full fight, man. You have to know, you have to basically take this role and consume it all, man. Leave no what does the scripture say? Scripture says, be not ignorant of small matters or great matters. All right, you're supposed to know this Bible like it's your child. All right, which really the scriptures is compared to our women. All right, I bet you, if you got a woman at the crib that you live with, man, you know everything about her. All right, that's the way that, Yahweh Shah wants you to be towards the scriptures. All right, you're supposed to know everything about, your woman. All right, because that's what that's what the Lord called you to be, man, to know everything about His statutes, laws, and commandments. All right, and it says, "For now is our salvation nearer than what we believed." That's what the elders are basically saying, man. Hey, man, push this thing, man, because our salvation is near, man. When was gonna be up out of here, man? I hate waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, have to get in the truck and drive to work, man. I hate that. I can't wait till we get in the kingdom, man. You don't have to do none of that, man. You don't have to do none of that. You can just slouch off if you want to, man. You'll be 100% righteous, man, 100% perfect. Have slaves doing this, doing that, I just, I work in Chicago. I just seen a fleet of fucking Edomites, like 6 or 7 of them, man. Fucking, man, I ain't gonna say beautiful, but them bitches was bad, man. I'm like, damn. And I was like, that's exactly how the kingdom was gonna be, man. Not no Edomites freely walking around and shit, but that's how I'm having my Edomites just like that, in bed chambers, just waiting. Like, damn, my job is only to wait to Lord is ready to fuck, and then that's it. That's my job. Just eat and wait till the Lord's fuck. That's gonna be the job of the Edomites, and that's what they're gonna have in their mentality. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to just wait till the Lord wants to come fuck me, and that's it, and eat. It's gonna be a fucking dark bed chamber, and when that door open and close, they know it's finna go down. All right, so it says, that night is far spent, the day is at hand. What that day? That's the latter days, man. Which we're in right now. If you look up the word latter, one synonym in the Google, man, it's actually it also means the word modern. All right, and that's what we're in right now. We're in the modern days. All right. It says let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of the light. And what's the armor of light? There's truth. All right, that's the armor of light, having the truth on. All right, it says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, and not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. Put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, basically, don't basically be a nigga, basically, man. Out here rioting because fucking black people was getting shot by cops, man. Hey, if you read in the book of Matthew 24, man, it says that these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, man. All this shit happening, man. It's supposed to come to pass. You don't supposed to, if a riot break out, you don't supposed to be in the midst of that riot, throwing shit in, man. You're supposed to have wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. It's like, no, if I go out there, hey, martial law troops, they gonna send martial law troops on us. Then boom, you gonna find yourself in a concentration camp. Then what? Then what can you say? Like, well, Lord, I did was like, man, Lord, I ain't tell you to go out there. You know, that has nothing to do with you. You know. I'm gonna get one more scripture because I was just watching the Elder Rakah had his live stream, and he said a lot of brothers is losing faith and falling out, because they think this thing is not coming fast enough, which it's like I'm trying to look for a scripture and talk at the same time, which hey, you're gonna have some people that fall out, man. Slack here, bro. Hold on. Bear with me right quick. There you go. Yeah, man, you're gonna have some people fall out, man. That just shows you the Lord's not dealing with them in the first place, man. I pray constantly, man, the Lord stay dealing with me, man. Just constantly, man, because you're one sin away from death, man. You could do that one sin and be like, well, I'm still dying. I'm still, the Lord's still dealing with me. No, man, you're supposed to constantly keep praying, man. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me if I ever did anything. Lord, forgive me. Because we sin daily, man. It's not only do we try not to sin willfully, man, but guess what, man? You're going to sin, I sinned this morning, man, by putting on these clothes. This is silk. What I got is cotton. That's against the law. You're not supposed to be wearing mixed fabrics, man. Wearing polyester, or wearing cotton with polyester, or wearing silk with polyester, man. You're not supposed to 60% this, 100% that, and you're not supposed to be wearing that, man. You're supposed to wear 100% whatever material you're wearing. All right. But can I help it? I can't help it because I have to wear this uniform. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm not doing it willfully. If I had a chance to wear something 100%, and then again, it might not be 100% because I've got to go to a Edomite store and buy it from him. And you can't trust the devil, man. But anything, man, back to you guys that's falling out, man. Hey, you gonna fall out, man. You gonna have some people that you never even believe gonna fall like really? That dude fell out? Hey, some Jake's patience is longer than others, man. Some Jake's patience, his patience is probably only for 2 years. Some other Jake's probably patience only for 10 years. Some Jake's patience is probably only for 15 years, Some Jake, all, Jake's got different patient levels, Their patience might wear out like, man, this is some bullshit, man. I've been doing all this work for the Lord, man, and I haven't seen not one thing, man. Shit, my grandma finna die, and I've been telling the truth 10 years ago. Shit, man, fuck this, man. I'm going back to my life. That's, you got a whole bunch of I'm going back to my life niggas, man. Man, you really didn't have a life, man. I can't see myself without being the truth, man. I cannot see myself, without the truth, man. I probably would have been dead right now or in jail, one or the other, man. But back to the scripture, it's this is Job 9:29. It says, "If I be wicked, why then labor I in vain?" Why? If I fucking like fuck the truth, man. I'm going back in the world. Why did I labor all that labor I did? Now it's in vain, because once I fall out, hey, that's all your righteousness that you done is gonna be forgotten. All right. So all that work that you accumulated, all is gonna be forgotten, like you never even did it. And then if you trying to come back, hey, man, you got to start from a clean slate again, man. It's like you being reborn again, because you fell out, man. You turned your back on the Lord. Now it's between you and the Lord. That's between you and the Lord. If it's really between you and the Lord, man. Nah, it don't matter how many brothers you get, how many biggest camp you get with, man. The Lord can come back and say that whole camp but leave you behind, man. And you could have been in the camp for 5 years, fell out for a couple months, came back again, and been in there for another 2 or 3 years. And when the Lord come back, hey, he goes, hey man, I wasn't with you, man. You fell out. You turned your back on me, man. I ain't forgive you. So you gotta be real careful, man. And you gotta constantly examine yourself daily. Constantly say, man, when the last time I studied? When's the last time I learned something new about the truth? What have I learned today? I try to learn something constantly new. New stuff every day, man. Or I try to go back on stuff that I might have forgotten, like the Blue Beam Project, man. I remember I was looking up the Blue Beam Project and had a lot of information on that, but I was testing myself like, dang, what do I know about the Blue Beam now? What can it do? What does Blue Beam stand for? Who really is over it? How do they do? I asked them some questions, man. If I don't know a couple of them, let me go to a YouTube video and see somebody break it down. Or probably go read up on an article, or probably go look up some article up on there or something and read up on it, Get back familiarized, man, because you're going to forget stuff, man. That's inevitable. Since as long as we're in this chains of darkness, man, you going to forget things, The elders forget things, If you come up on them and say, hey, break down the book of Daniel, chapter 12 or something, I mean, they might know bits and pieces of it, but as far as a full breakdown, man, the elders even say, man, we got to go back and study that, man. I'm not saying we can't get it, nah. Now, we can get it, we can read it, get into it, and probably had a full breakdown by the end of the week. So don't think that, they can't get it, but you have to, go back and study that, man. That's just not something that you're just going to remember off the top of your head and everything. So basically, with that, bro, I gotta go now. It's a little past the time I thought. But with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the brothers that's out there that's pushing the truth and love and sincereness and the love of the gospel. All right? Shalom.